He went from directing stunning music videos to turning the origin story of a social network into a pulsating drama.
When did you come to Eduardo with the idea for Facebook?
It was called The Facebook then.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 David Fincher movies.
Right now, I am extremely dangerous.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we've ranked David Fincher's films in order of their lasting cult status and critical acclaim. Since there are only 10 films to consider, there will be no honorable mentions. That said, each title is greater than the last, so sit back and enjoy.
First person comes out this door gets a lead salad, you understand?
Number 10, Alien 3.
Want to get me some clothes, or should I just go like this?
Coming into a franchise as iconic as the Alien series is tough.
I want to get this thing and I need you to do it.
Doing so for your directorial debut is nigh on impossible.
Well, I guess I must make you nervous.
And unfortunately, this project was a mess from the get-go, with various screenwriters and directors signing on and dropping out before he got the project.
But we tolerate anybody, even the intolerable.
To make matters worse, Fincher said that studio interference prevented him from making the movie he set out to make.
It's a long, sad story. And more than a little melodramatic.
Try me.
Though critics panned it, the sci-fi horror made over $100 million internationally and received an Oscar nod for Best Visual Effects. His directorial work may have gotten off to a rocky start, but this flick helped Fincher start his career as an auteur filmmaker. Number 9, Panic Room.
Open the door, please.
My room. Definitely my room.
Starring Jodie Foster and a very young Kristen Stewart, this thriller was inspired by news coverage about real panic rooms.
Mom, get the out of my house.
A mother and daughter are completely cut off from the outside world when burglars invade their home. Their phone lines are cut, and they're forced inside their safe room.
Tell me they're not in there.
The sense that the pair is truly trapped is further reinforced through the use of computer effects that make it appear as though the camera is moving through the rooms. Panic Room may have received mixed reviews, but it was a commercial success overseas, and one in which Fincher brilliantly tackles feminism, video surveillance, and mortality.
Open the door! Don't open it!
Number 8, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
My name is Benjamin. Benjamin Button.
Inspired by F. Scott Fitzgerald's short story, this fantasy drama marked an unexpected shift for Fincher into a decidedly more romantic type of film.
Absolutely.
Benjamin Button is born with wrinkles and the ailments of a very, very old man. He grows up in a nursing home where he meets Daisy, the granddaughter of one of the home's residents.
I never forgot her blue eyes.
The two come of age on their respective paths and are only able to come together at the midpoint of their lives, when they both resemble the same age.
We're meeting in the middle.
We finally caught up with each other.
It's one of cinema's most touching love stories, and it marks Fincher's third collaboration with Brad Pitt, as well as his first Oscar nomination for directing.
Good night, Benjamin.
Good night, Daisy.
Number 7, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I want you to help me catch a killer of women.
When this Swedish book series came out, everyone you knew was reading it.
You like her?
Very much. She's one of the best investigators I had, as you saw from her report.
But
I'm concerned you won't like her.
The dark title itself had the power to draw people in, not to mention the occasionally debated circumstances of the death of the author, whose books were published posthumously.
I guess that must have alarmed you turning up like
If
that.
you touch me, I'll more than alarm you.
It just sounds like the stuff Fincher's dreams are made of.
Rape, torture, fire, animals, religion. Am I missing anything?
The names. They're all biblical.
Starring Rooney Mara with a no eyebrows and raven-haired punk look, the film is another example of Fincher's love for women with strong morals and kick-ass intelligence.
If you fail, this video will spread across the internet like a virus.
It is also arguably his most stylishly executed work, earning Mara an Oscar nomination for Best Actress.
What are you doing?
Reading your notes?
They're encrypted.
Please.
Number 6, The Game.
Need to fill out these forms.
Often hailed by critics as one of Fincher's all-time best, this mind thriller might make you a little paranoid.
Are you going to spend the rest of the evening prying at that clown's mouth?
A banker receives a strange gift for his birthday. He's enrolled in a game that involves his everyday life in bizarre ways.
Whatever I'm doing is none of your business.
Bear the game? Is that what this is all about?
And that's when he finds himself the victim of a series of elaborate pranks. An excellent dark thriller, this mystery flick highlighted Fincher's penchant for mind games, a theme he later explored in movies like Fight Club and Gone Girl to perhaps even greater effect.
I want to meet the wizard.
Number 5, Gone Girl.
Cool girl.
What's that, you say? Marriage is too boring to be the topic of a high-paced mystery thriller? Well, think again.
My wife, Amy Elliott Dunn, disappeared 3 days ago.
When his wife disappears, bar owner Nick Dunn finds the spotlight turned on him.
I didn't kill my wife.
The media examines his every move as he tries desperately to appear concerned about his missing partner.
I did not kill my wife. I am not a murderer.
Did he kill her? That's the question that's on everyone's minds. Fincher once again deals with a complex female protagonist and successfully tackles the dark side of humans in this movie.
I am frightened of my own husband.
This heart-racing thriller is also a fascinating examination on how the media portrays crises, turning every story into tabloid material. Number 4, Zodiac.
Hi, this is Paul Avery from the San Francisco Chronicle. I'm looking for someone to shed some light on a letter we received.
As if 7 weren't enough, Fincher felt he had to make another movie about a serial killer.
Hey, Bullet. Been a year and a half. You gonna catch a guy or not?
Based on the real-life story of the notorious Zodiac killer, the plot of this mystery thriller follows a San Francisco cartoonist who becomes obsessed with tracking down the murderer.
Do you remember the Zodiac?
In addition to the killer cast, which includes Jake Gyllenhaal, a pre-Iron Man Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo, the fact that this case still hasn't been solved to this day adds to the movie's lasting appeal.
More often than not, each cycle since '69 corresponds with an attack with one of the letters or an unsolved homicide.
Number 3, 7.
He wrote about the 7 deadly sins.
It's okay if you're a Fincher fan who still hasn't seen this cult classic, but you should get on that ASAP.
Well, this is just strictly to satisfy my curiosity.
Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman play homicide detectives investigating a serial killer whose signature is to murder his victims according to the 7 deadly sins.
Some kind of friggin' wax sculpture or something.
Fincher combines horror and crime thriller to perfection here, creating a film that may turn your stomach, but also keeps you totally riveted.
You're looking for me.
Becoming a box office smash and garnering critical acclaim, 7 has also pushed more directors to make movies that can make people think, as well as cash in big.
Wanting people to listen, you can't just tap them on the shoulder anymore. You have to hit them with a sledgehammer. And then you'll notice you've got their strict attention.
Number 2, Fight Club.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
Who hasn't heard of Fight Club? Technically, if you know what its first 2 rules are, then no one should have heard of it.
The first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club?
But the fact that so many people actually do know of it serves to show the cult following this drama inspired.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
By far Fincher's most quoted and fan-celebrated film, Fight Club is also a powerful social satire.
Did you know if you mixed equal parts of gasoline and frozen orange juice concentrate, you can make napalm?
No, I did not know that. Is that true?
That's right.
The narrator is bored of his job and his life, and has a strange obsession with IKEA.
Like so many others, I had become a slave to the IKEA nesting instinct.
He's a social outcast so desperate to relate to others that he goes to various support groups he doesn't really belong to.
Bob loved me because he thought my testicles were removed too.
Based on the novel by Chuck Palahniuk, the movie is arguably more popular than the book these days, which is a rare thing.
Mother you hit me in the ear!
Number 1, The Social Network.
These girls. Right or left? Left is left. Yeah.
You wouldn't think that a movie about the creation of Facebook would be especially exciting.
You know, you really don't need a forensics team to get to the bottom of this. If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
And many were shocked that Fincher, of all people, would helm a project about it.
Relationship status. Interested in. This is what drives life in college. Are you having sex or aren't you? It's why people take certain classes and sit where they sit and do what they do.
But once again, the director proved naysayers wrong, and The Social Network was rewarded by countless organizations, except the always conservative Academy, as 2010's Best Picture.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We're gonna need more money, Wardo.
Yeah, no, I agree. More servers, more help.
I'm interviewing 2 interns to come to Palo Alto, and we're gonna have to pay them something.
The Social Network was an exquisitely directed and well-cast film about friendship, something only Fincher could concoct with such success.
Here's your $19,000. I wouldn't cash it, though. I drew it on the account you froze.
And the story itself had enough drama to make things thrilling and unforgettable, and to make it number 1 on our list.
Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.